By the 1940s, Walt Disney Studios' cartoon department was in full swing. Donald Duck, born in the 30s, remained one of the most popular cartoon stars in Hollywood. However, the next decade brought new rivals from other studios. Cartoons were changing. Movie audiences of the 40s demanded fast-paced situations and rollicking sight gags. Jack Hanna, veteran Disney animator, storyman, and director, remembers the period of transition for Disney.
When Warner Brothers and MGM started out with Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny and their different characters, they started more on the premise of fast gags and a topper, and then that was it. We were trained more in the storyline to build a stronger story behind it.
At Disney, changes were made. The cartoons were assigned to specific directors who then injected a touch of their own particular style into their series. The Donald Duck cartoons also benefited from the talents of a veteran Disney staffer, Clarence Ducky Nash.
When I was a boy, I had many pets, some of them rather exotic. My first pet was my billy goat, and I'd have to feed him on a bottle. And when I'd leave him, he'd cry. You know, like that, and I started imitating him.
A vocalist, animal imitator, and mandolin player, Nash had a voice or sound effect for any and all occasions, whether or not Donald agreed.
Oh, I know, I can get it off. Big dish.
Can't understand me.
Me, you fathead.
Oh, can't understand you. Must be that flat beak of yours. Can't mouth the words right.
Why, you pigs and brain, you just don't like kicking it.
Oh, yeah? Well, listen to this.
Piggy pepper, piggy pepper, sure. Can't understand it myself.
For 5 decades, from Donald's screen debut in 1934 until Nash's death in February of 1985, Ducky Nash was the one and only voice of Donald Duck. The legacy that remains is one of Disney's richest, over 150 cartoon shorts, as well as several full-length feature films. By the mid-40s, Hanna, Nash, and the Donald Duck team had created an unparalleled string of Donald Duck cartoons. Cartoons that became instant classics in depicting Donald's endless misadventures. Two series of Disney cartoons remain vivid examples of fast-paced slapstick animation. The first starred Chip and Dale, a pair of mischievous chipmunks created by Hanna as the perfect foils for Donald.
We were amazed at the appeal that they had. We knew we had an instant foil for the duck for a long time because there were so many locales that they could work in, either in a house or out in the woods gathering acorns or whatever. And so they were a real good series, and our story men were especially ignited to be able to have these characters to work with.
The second collection starred Donald in an everyday situation, an encounter with a pesky bee, and the predicament never failed to snowball into a laugh-filled escapade. By the late 40s, Donald and his nemesis had developed into a popular screen team, with audiences eagerly anticipating the final showdown in each new adventure.
Another small character was Spike the Bee. And he was especially good because he had a special weapon of his own, which was his stinger. And he very seldom was trying to bother the duck. The duck always bothered him, but he would come right back at him. He had that stinger, and he knew it. And so, anyway, I really enjoyed, I think, making Spike the Bee pictures as well as any of the other foil characters for the duck.
And the umpire calls him out at the plate.
Donald's bee pictures were immensely popular, and the series even included an elderly duck and bee reminiscing about their past adventures together.
You know, strange as it may seem, I used to be in business with that old duffer.
Salute, Buck.
As a prime example of the upbeat cartoon storylines of the 40s, Donald Duck's bee pictures are fondly remembered by just about everyone.
Don't let it really die. That's gratitude for you.
Except perhaps by Donald himself.
Who's got the sweetest disposition? One guess who? Who never starts an argument? Who never shows a bit of temperament? Who's never wrong but always right? Who'd never dream of starting a fight? Who gets stuck with all the bad luck? No one but Donald Duck.